Good morning. I'm Ayya Vimala, and having a little trouble with Facebook. I'm not able to record directly onto Blue Lotus page. It's happened a few times before. So I'm doing it directly onto my page, and I'll hope you can find it. I tried to tag Blue Lotus, but I will try to share it then to Blue Lotus if you don't get it here. So it's Friday, September 3rd, and we're still having a cool period, relatively cool, like 70 degrees today. So certainly a break from the heat and the humidity that so much of the country has been experiencing, along with hurricanes and tornadoes and flooding and fires. All the water is in the wrong part of the country. So hopefully you are surviving and you are able to generate metta and compassion for yourself and not only your loved ones, but all beings everywhere. We're practicing metta as much as we can these days, and compassion. And if there's something you do find you can do to help, let others know, and you can let us know. And if there are organizations that you find are particularly healthy and getting services directly to people being affected, that's good to share as well. So today is day 6 in our pilgrimage, and this is from a book edited and compiled by Ken and Wisaka Kawasaki, who are originally, I think they lived in Seattle, and now they have lived for many years, over 20 years, in Sri Lanka. And they're both writers and artists, and they have done some beautiful illustrated volumes of the Jataka tales and worked with the Dhammapada and they've done ESL text, and they are really amazing people. And they've given me permission to use this, and I was so delighted that they felt like it was a good use of the book and of what I'm doing. So today is day 6, and it's a 35-day pilgrimage in India to the 4 wonderful sites and many others that the Buddha recommended that people could see, and it would help with their practice and give them encouragement, and it should arouse emotion in the faithful. It's where he was born, where he attained his enlightenment, and where he gave his first talk, setting in motion the wheel of the Dhamma, and 4th, where he passed away, and that was his final liberation, his parinibbana. So this is a 35-day trip around, and we're just imagining ourselves each day at a site, or being able to just imagine ourselves being alive when the Buddha was teaching 2,600 years ago, and maybe just letting it arouse those positive emotions that can help spur us on, give us that extra energy and push to just keep going in samsara, making our way through. So this is day 6. We'll have a reading and a very short reflection, and this is on giving. So if you like, you can just go ahead and be in your meditation posture and even close your eyes as I read. This is short today, and then we can sit. And when we sit, we can just allow the whatever the teaching is to just be in our minds, and we can investigate it with curiosity, investigate it with interest. We don't need to be thinking about it, but just let the message be there for you, and see how how it fits or works for you. The reading on day 6 is on giving. The Buddha said, a donation may be endowed with 6 factors, 3 factors of the donor and 3 factors of the recipients. What are those 6 factors? Before giving, the donor is glad. While giving, the donor's mind is bright and clear, and after giving, the donor is gratified. These are the 3 factors of the donor. The recipients are free of passion or are practicing for the subduing of passion. And these recipients are the monastics, the monk, the sangha, the Buddhist sangha. They are free of aversion or practicing for the subduing of aversion. And they are free of delusion or practicing for the subduing of delusion. These are the 3 factors of the recipients. It is not easy to measure measure the merit of a donation which is endowed with these 6 factors. One cannot say that this great amount of merit which will result in a heavenly rebirth. One can say only that the merit of such donation is incalculable and immeasurable. It is not easy to measure the water in the ocean as this many buckets of water, this many hundreds of buckets of water, this many thousands of buckets of water, or this many hundreds of thousands of buckets of water. One can say only that it is an incalculable and immeasurable mass of water. In the same way as for the merit of a donation endowed with these 6 factors, one can say only that it is incalculable and immeasurable. From the Anguttara Nikaya 637. So here's the reflection, and the reflection is called blessings. It's very short. May you receive all blessings. May the Devas protect you. Through the power of the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, may you enjoy well-being. So let's sit with day 6. The blessings, and these are blessings that come from any kind of dana, any kind of giving. Giving can be just your presence. Giving can be listening to a talk and learning from a talk. So dana isn't measured because it's money or has a value monetarily. Dana are gifts that we give with our being, with our heart. And they bring these blessings. That's the natural outcome of that outflowing of generosity. And we feel it too. So, the world is a tough place these days. It's hard to read the news. It's hard to see the suffering of people who may not be physically very close to us, but we can feel their suffering just the same. And when we are compassionate people, it can be hard when doesn't seem to be a lot we can do. But what we can always do is send our good thoughts, our prayers, our blessings to these people, and we can find acts of kindness, perhaps closer to home, that can help us feel that we're doing something. And there are always people who need to have a friend. There are always people who need to have kind words and loving words. So there's always something we can do. and it may help us as much as it helps the other, and that's okay. So let's sit and just allow our minds to become calmer, more stable, and that is going to help us through the day, and that's going to help us in any effort that we put out to help others. The calm, clear mind allows us to put forth the right energy. It helps us make the right decisions as we go through our day, and it can get us through a lot of difficult times. And it's nice to live with a clear, stable, calm mind. So, let your body relax and be aware of the body breathing. And no matter what posture you're in, you can feel your spine lifting up, but without raising your shoulders. We don't want to get like this. That means there's a lot of tension there. So as you exhale, see if you can really feel your shoulders lowering as you exhale. Let your hands rest comfortably in your lap, either palms up or palms down. If you come to your position and your mind is full of racing thoughts, or you feel like your mind is rushing, you're having trouble just feeling grounded, put your feet on the floor. If that's the case, be as close to the earth as you can be, or be close to a tree. But then you can start with 1 or 2 deep breaths, breathing in and then breathing out. Do just a few of those deeper breaths. It's just to help you become more grounded, more centered. Helps bring everything into your body. Then go back to your natural breath. And we can let our breath be the focus of our attention, but we're just noticing our breath, either around our nostrils or as we feel or sense our belly rising and falling. Rising with the inhale, contracting with the exhale. We can choose that spot, or we can just choose the sensations we notice around our nostrils. But we're not following our breath inside of our bodies. We want to be aware of where we feel our breath. That's a light focus. And as we explore what's coming into us through our sense doors, the focus of our attention will change. But if we become distracted and our mind starts making up stories, we come back to that breath to bring us back to our anchor. We can do this anywhere we are, no matter what we're doing. We can see if our mind is is racing, or we're caught up in stories. No matter where we are, what we're doing, we can learn to come back to that breath. And feel the calm, stable mind. And then go on with our day. As you breathe, just be aware of everything coming into you through those sense doors. Your hearing, your smell, your taste, feeling of contact with through the outer parts of your body, just the feeling of where you're sitting, how it feels, your feet on the floor, how solid your chair is, or if you're on a cushion, how that feels under you. If there's a breeze blowing, how does that feel blowing over your skin? I was following a meditation of Bhante Sumita, who's and as he was guiding his meditation, he mentioned that when we close our eyes, that enhances our other senses, because by just blocking most of the vision, we're not blocking all the light, but blocking the visual landscape, it enhances our other senses, so we become more aware of hearing and our other senses. And we're aware of these objects that we're paying attention to, but our focus is really on our reaction. How do we react to the sound? How do we react to a smell we notice? Is it pleasant or unpleasant, or is it just neutral? Try letting go of any preferences. Just keep relaxing your body. Just let go of everything. You may be exploring the concept of blessings or giving. Or just being aware of the sounds that are coming in through your ears, the thoughts in your mind. As you keep sitting, you might be more aware of your body. If it feels comfortable, if it feels restless. And just like our breath, we inhale, we exhale. It rises, it falls. Let those things coming in through your senses, let them just rise and fall as well. Any thoughts that come into your head, allow them to be there and then just let them fall away. Those thoughts can allow us to see our habit patterns, but we don't need to hang on to them and make bigger stories out of them. Just be aware of them, but then allow them to move on. They're not who we are. Same with the sounds we hear. Some will be refreshing and we love to hear the sound of birds, or feeling that we're out in nature. But then we hear a person's radio, or we hear traffic in the background, or a sound that doesn't seem as pleasant to us. Just notice how we quickly can change our preference. We like one thing and we dislike something else immediately. See if we can just let that go. Just let it all be what it is. Well, I wish we could just keep sitting. It would be a lovely morning to do that. but our time together is up, but you can keep sitting. I'm going to walk my neighbor's dog, and that will be a good way. That's always a good way. After meditating with you, I go and walk her dog, and I can kind of continue, and I can be out in the neighborhood and think of all the possibilities, all the people and animals and creatures to send metta to. It's lovely. So thank you for being here, and I will see you Sunday morning, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. I know at Blue Lotus Temple tomorrow, Saturday, Jim Kale, a longtime Sangha friend, is giving the Dhamma talk. So you have to be there in person. So take a mask and go see the talk. I'm hoping it works out for me to go. That's my plan. So be well, be happy, be peaceful, and may everything you do today, your speech, your actions, your thoughts, be done from kindness, and may they be of benefit not only to us, to you, to me, but to all beings everywhere. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.